Bunny, and today I am doing a quick Hocus Pocus Halloween tutorial for you guys. I'm gonna be recreating Sarah Sanderson, who is my favorite Sanderson sister from Hocus Pocus. Right now I'm just starting out with my foundation on, and I tried to go a shade lighter than I would normally wear. Sigma Brushes asked me to create a special Halloween look, so they provided me with all of these awesome brushes and cosmetics to use for this tutorial. Obviously, if you don't have these same things and these same colors, you can recreate this look using whatever you have or whatever you want to buy. I'm going to start off with brows because Sarah's brows are extremely dark, even though she's got that nice bleachy blonde hair. So I'm going through with this Sigma brow pencil in Top Shelf, which is much darker than what I would normally wear. So I'm just kind of filling in my brows, and then I'm going through with a spoolie brush and kind of brushing it through and blending it out a little bit, so to speak, making it look just a little bit more natural, if that's at all possible. Next, I'm gonna go through and do my tight lining and my water lining, and for this I'm just using a basic black eyeliner pencil from Urban Decay. This is absolutely no one's favorite step. I feel like while I was doing this, I stabbed myself in the eyeball like 57 times. It was very, very disturbing. After that torture, I'm gonna move right along and prime my lids with a couple of Sigma eyeshadow bases. So first I'm using this darker shade called Composed all over my lids. Then I'm going in with another color that's a little bit peachy, almost orangey, and that's called Neutralize. And I'm going to be putting that in kind of like the inner corner of my eyes, like making almost like a T kind of shape, like from the bridge of my nose to about the middle of my eyelid. That's really where a lot of her shadows look the darkest, is actually like not on her actual eyelid, but like kind of in that space that's like next to the bridge of her nose. So to kind of darken that up and make it a little bit more orangey, I am taking this Sigma Shimmer Cream in the shade Sultry and just kind of patting that on once again, kind of in that inner corner eye area. In the movie, to me, this area of her shadows looks a little bit orangey, maybe a little bit bronzy, a little bit purple. Those colors have nothing to do with each other. Since this is an inspired look and not an exact copy, I'm just kind of playing around with what colors I like and what colors I think look best on my skin. When I applied this shimmer cream, it came out a little bit dark and, dare I say, a little bit messy. So I'm just going in with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna wipe all that around, blend it out a little bit, just so it's not so terrible looking. Next, we're gonna move on to shadows, and for that I am using all shades from the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. It has definitely been one of my most favorite eyeshadow palettes for a really long time. So I'm taking one of my favorite colors out of the palette called Russet, and I'm gonna go in and kind of work again on that kind of like T-zone, inner corner area, and I'm just gonna pat it on really, really dark by the bridge of my nose, because she kind of, if you look at her face, she's kind of got like a harsh line in that bridge of the nose area. And then I'm just going to blend it out so that it's not like just a line on my face. The next thing that I'm gonna do is concentrate on my actual eyelid. And in the movie, her eyelids look like they're really dark and smoky, but kind of a bronze color. So for that, I'm going in with a shadow called Warm Stone, and I'm really just concentratedly patting that all over my lid. Looking good, really dramatic. I like what we're doing so far. Do you? Next, I am taking this shade called Dove, and I'm gonna do a little bit of blending, a little bit of marriage between that kind of like dark inner corner line and my lid. And I'm honestly trying to not blend out this look too much. She is a witch, so I don't think it's supposed to be like so polished, you know, like a normal normal wearable look might be. Next, I am gonna go through and add a little bit of this loose shimmer in the shade Midsummer, and I'm just gonna pat that on the top of my eyelid just to give my look a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more pizzazz. To finish this look up, I am going in with Tarte's Amazonian Clay eyeliner in black, and I'm just giving myself a pretty basic, thin, black liner look. Not really so much of a wingtip or a cat eye, but I am extending it ever so slightly beyond my actual lid. Next, it's time for one of my absolute favorite steps, and that is highlighting and contouring. For this, I'm using my new MAC Rocky Horror Sculpt and Shape powder. This is perfect for the Halloween season because it's so dramatic and dark. So I'm really trying to go in there and kind of carve and hollow out my cheekbones, and I'm also adding a little bit of contouring to underneath my chin, and I'm also, of course, contouring my nose. In the movie, she doesn't really look like she's wearing too much blush, if any at all, but once again, this is my interpretation. So I'm taking a little bit of Tarte's blush in this corally orangey shade called Captivating, and I am lightly patting it just on the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm going back with that Rocky Horror Sculpt palette again and adding the highlight, and I kind of wanted to just make a little bit more dramatic highlights underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit on the high point of my chin. Next, I'm gonna go in again with that dark brown brow pencil, and I'm gonna add in her signature mole. Doesn't that look so attractive? I've always kind of been obsessed with beauty marks, honestly, so anytime I get to pencil one in, it's a good day. Next, I'm going to work on lips, and I've been a little bit sick lately, so my lips are really dry and chapped and disgusting looking. Not a good look. So I'm going in with my NYX lip primer base. In the movie, sometimes her lips look a dark burgundy color and sometimes they look more red. So I'm just gonna combine those two colors. So I'm gonna start out with my regular lip liner, and this is super cheap. I get it from Sally Beauty Supply for $1. So I'm just going through and lining my lips and then kind of fanning it out with a lip brush. And then I'm going through with this nice matte burgundy shade and just kind of throwing that all over my lips, waiting for it to dry so that it becomes matte and not shiny. Shiny is gross. Lastly, I'm gonna go through and do my lashes. So I'm starting out with 2 coats of IT Cosmetics Tightline Mascara, and then to polish off and give the whole look a super theatrical flair, I am taking these Ardell corset lashes in number 501, and I'm just gonna slap them puppies right on top of my eyeballs. That's it. That completes the entire look. If you guys recreate this look, I would love to see it. So hashtag it SF Hocus Pocus on Instagram or Twitter or wherever you post your pictures. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here today. If you're not already, hit that button down below. Take a minute to subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. And I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!